So we're ready to start the second half, and the original 5 are out for Case, or actually the normally original 5. Today, Jordan Dean started as the point guard, the senior on senior day, but Jimmy Holman, the junior starting point guard, is back to start the second half. This is Julian Person. Stopped, kicks it out. McLaughlin for 3, got it, and he was fouled.
And how about that? Only 14 seconds into the half, you get a triple from McLaughlin. He's got an opportunity for a 4-point play. You saw Person working hard down low, trying to draw a bump or a foul, try to create some space for him. It wasn't there. Great two-handed pass by Person to set up the McLaughlin triple and eventually the 4-point play.
Beautiful. Case bench loves it. McLaughlin with 9, and just like that, Eddie, they're within 3. Boy, if you can have a 4-point play every time down the floor, it's a fun basketball game.
.125 blocks now for Julian Person. I mean, how about his career defensively? I mean, he's well equipped with the long arms and the length, but he's blocking shots near the rim and away from the rim.
Courts bounced across the floor. Nice spin dribble. Long shot was missed, and the rebound follow was not taken before the shot clock. Back to Person, your point about Person. There's Tony Wingen, the basketball coach at Carnegie Mellon, 25 years. What a weapon for a coach to have, with Sean McDonald to have, when you got a kid who's 6'7" with the wingspan that Julian has, and you're able to play him because he's athletic enough to play outside, to play that 2-guard slot. Jimmy Holman on the drive. He'll go to the line, he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, I would say that Person probably naturally is a forward, but he's quick enough. He gets up the floor fast enough to play with a lot of guards, and he defends a lot of guards as Holman makes the first free throw. But when he's guarding guards, I mean, those guards are giving up 3 to 4, even 5 inches on Person, so why not go with a favorable matchup there?
Holman makes them both. Case is within a point. This is exactly the start that they had hoped for in the second half. Courts with a double high screen. 2 roll off that, and he's going to get it back. Julian Person with good defense. 12 seconds to shoot for Carnegie Mellon. This is Courts with a wild shot off the glass, and it went. Good body control that time because he got knocked around on his way to the hoop. He's got 11.
Well, and it ends a 6-0 Spartans run early on in the second half.
Clements in the key. Turnaround shot missed. Here comes Carnegie Mellon the other way. The Tartans showing great patience. This is Serban with 15 on the shot clock. He'll pull up from 18, missed it short. And Bryant Clements went up and grabbed the rebound. Clements, the senior from South High School in Willoughby. Here's Person. Person with a wild Kyrie Irving-like drive. Missed it. And here come the Tartans the other way. Serban with a hesitation dribble. Gets doubled down on the baseline. Good ball movement. That's Courts for 3, and he got it.
Wow, how about the court vision there by the Tartans, going to the opposite side of the floor and finding the open man for a triple, pushing the Tartan lead back to half a dozen.
So it's Carnegie Mellon's turn for a run now. Case came out on a good run to start the half. They went out on a 6-0 run. Carnegie Mellon answers with a 5-0 run. Here's Connor Riddell.
That's probably about as deep a shot from mid-range from Riddell that I've seen him make all season long, and as the season has progressed, he has extended his range, helping the offense.
Serban misses from long range. Jimmy Holman with a nice crossover dribble. Here's Person. Boy, if they can find a way to get Julian untracked. Draws the defense. Here's Connor Adell with a mismatch. Now Stursberg helps out, and Serban steps in the passing lane. Nice job that time by Stursberg, because for a second there, Connor Adell had the 6'1" guard Jason Seaback on him, and Connor was ready to take advantage of that. Spartans down 4 minutes gone in the second half. This is Serban with the basketball. Their leading scorer dribbles in, lays it up, missed it. Clements and Dane McLaughlin come down with it. Jimmy Holman for 3, misses it short, and Serban gets the follow. Here comes Courts the other way, pulls up from 16 feet, missed that one long. Holman fights for it, saves it, and Clements will give it right back to him. Connor Adell working inside. Here's McLaughlin with good defense by Courts. Courts is really making Dane McLaughlin work for every opening, every opportunity that he has.
Well, and that's the thing about the great Dane. I mean, he is just so well respected by every team in the UAA. They know the damage that he can do. So if you have a chance to prevent the great Dane from getting open, you can bet that opposing teams are going to do it.
Chris Skill has checked in for Carnegie Mellon. That's Dane off a screen, off an inbounds. Clements tries to keep it alive. And controlling it is Seaback. He just lost the ball. This is Person on the drive. Gets fouled, put up a shot. It's good, and it'll count. Boy, talk about body control.
Well, there is the passion, the contagious passion that Sean McDonald has praised throughout his 4 years here at Case. I mean, he gets a big bucket, comes within 2, three-point play. Person is the complete package as an emotional leader.
Those free throws are slipping away. Subs ready for Case. Here's Serban. Feeds Skill. He made the shot, and he was fouled by Brian Clements. Skill's got 8. For Clements, that's his first foul. Person, Holman, Clements, and Adell will take a seat along with McLaughlin. So it's 5 and 5 as Skill looks for the three-point play.
Skill just doing what he has done all season long for the Tartans, and that is provide instant offense off of the bench, giving him about 7.5 a game. And he's already right at about his season average with about 14 minutes to go.
Spencer Boyd, one of the subs in off the bench. This is David Black, spots up 3, missed it long, and Courts comes down with a rebound. Courts down the floor to Skill. Skill was instant offense when he came in the first half, and he has followed through here in the second. So the lead is the largest at 45-38. Case had closed to within 1 at 35-34, and they've been outscored 10-4 since that point. Here's Eric Black with a quick drop step, ball fake, left-handed shot, missed it, got his own rebound, Serban stole it, and it's a jump ball, and it's going Carnegie Mellon's way. Eric really needs to finish. Gets those shots inside with that great drop step. He just needs to trust his shot once he takes it off. He almost looks like he's expecting to get hit harder than he does, and his shot's often too hard because he's expecting impact that he doesn't receive. Serban was wide open.
Well, they just caught the Spartans falling asleep on the defensive gas pedal that time. That will extend the lead to 9, and the Spartans in need of some buckets, looking to go back to their bench and their seniors.
This is Dean with the basketball, looking for somebody to help him. Dean with a screen from David Black. Kicks it out to Matt Clark. Clark dribbles in, shot off the glass, won't go, but Skill's going to be called for the foul. Nice drive that time by Matt Clark. He has shown in the first half, he drove twice to the basket, laid it up and in, and there, he is not afraid to get in there.
Yeah, Matt Clark just loves to be in between the circles because that is a spot on the floor where his court vision is going to help him out, where he can see the screens being set off of the ball and really help himself get to the rack.
Clark makes them both. He's got 6. Courts with it. 8 seconds to shoot. Courts with that left-hand drive. It's Stursberg now. Runs into trouble, loses the ball, and travels with the. He got it, and he was falling down with it and traveled with the basketball.
Well, he ran into a white wall, and that is an excellent job by the Spartan defense with their communication and with the ability not to panic with a short shot clock. And the Tartans trying to work for a better shot closer to the rim, but the Spartans stand their ground defensively. Need a bucket here, though.
Adele looked like he was going to go strong to the basket. McLaughlin pulls up, right elbow, makes it. McLaughlin with 11. This is Serban with a high screen. Now it's Courts. He's been red hot. Misses that one long, but Carnegie Mellon gets the rebound. They'll have another opportunity at it. Blackney with a ball fake, pulls up, 16-footer, it's good.
Off of the dribble, Blackney as good as they come off of the bench. Really no spot on the floor where he's not afraid to pull up with a contested shot.
McLaughlin for 3, and he was fouled, and it almost went. He'll shoot 3. Foul is on Jason Blackney. That is his first. I love watching the ball rotation when Dane McLaughlin shoots it.
And I would have to imagine that half of the plays in their playbook offensively rely on this guy. Shooting the ball off of curls, off of screens from the baseline as all 3 of them go in for the Great Dane.
91% free throw shooter, Eddie.
Yeah, and to follow that up with a good free throw shooting percentage. He is just so well respected around the league.
This is Courts, couple high screens, Person chasing through them. Blackney's going to step up from 17 feet. Blackney is just a 36% field goal shooter. He shoots only 53% from the foul line, so he's not a good shooter percentage-wise, but he has been a very good shooter this afternoon. Six-point game. Carnegie Mellon has pretty much been in control since about midway through that opening half. Serban with a 3. Lead is back to 9. That has been the largest lead. It's happened twice. Sean McDonald wants a timeout. We'll take one too.
Case with a full timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, Case Western Reserve Athletics would like to thank its restaurant sponsors, Rascal House Pizza, Qdoba Mexican Grill, James Cosmic Subs, and Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you for your continued support of Spartan Athletics. And fans, Cake Set Cakes allows family, friends, and coworkers to personalize cakes for CWRU students and employees. For more wonderful people at Cake Set Cakes.
see there, the Spartans with a difference of 9, and it has been because Carnegie Mellon has stood one step ahead of Case for the better part of the game. 14 points from Stursberg, 12 from Serban. And not only that, Ron, but of the 10 assists that Carnegie Mellon has, those two guys have 7 of them. So they make everybody better on the offensive end.
McLaughlin threw 2 screens to get open. Now it's Holman with the basketball off the inbound. Jimmy Holman, Connor Adell. Stursberg comes out on him. Back to Holman. Feeds Clements, lays it up and in. Carnegie Mellon trying to finish their season 14-11. Case trying to get to 16 wins. It would be the second most in school history. 17 is the most. This is Courts. He's been very good. Misses that one. Julian Person just can't get around Blackney. Blackney's very quick. Courts trying to fight through that screen. Clements cross-court pass to Person. Julian pulls up, floats it, in and out. Somehow they've got to find a way to get Julian Person a couple of buckets so he can start feeling good and become an offensive threat for them. This is Courts. Spartans down 7. We're inside 10 minutes now. This is Clements. Blocked the shot. Person controlled to Holman. Here comes Jimmy the other way. Holman down to McLaughlin. Pulls up. 3. Missed it short. Tartans are on the break. Blackney. Jimmy Holden tied him up. Beautiful job by Jimmy Holman. He just tied him up. That's a jump ball. It's going Case's way.
Yeah, the Tartans still keeping their head up court and not a moment's hesitation by Blackney there, trying to go all the way, but you could not have played that defensive transition better than what the Spartans did right here. Still need some buckets.
Lob inside to Adell. He's underneath the basket. He's in trouble. Ball is stolen. Spartans really need a stop here, Eddie. Down 7. Their largest deficit has been 9. They're inside 9 minutes to play now. Bunny was missed. Here comes Person the other way. Julian on the dribble. Right side. Finds Clements. Floater. Missed it. And Adell ties up inside, and Connor Adell is going to draw a foul. Sean McDonald is no doubt frustrated. Eric Black's going to come off the bench. He's going to sub in for Brian Clements. Sean trying to find anything to do to give his team an offensive spark.
Well, not only that, Ron, but Carnegie Mellon has also had their number in the rebounding department as they are controlling the boards. The Spartans can pick up the activity there. The points, at least some, should come.
Serban on the drive. Julian Person will draw the foul. Actually, I think they're going to call it on Connor Adell. Did he give a 5-0? Foul will go against Person. That's his first. Serban is 2 of 2, or actually 3 of 3 from the foul line. Leads back to 9.
And really such a matchup nightmare 6'9", but he can run the length of the floor like a horse. And when you get a guy that tall, that mobile, he's going to be able to shoot over a lot of players.
McLaughlin need it, and they got it. Senior, no doubt, sensing his teammates need him, and that was a very important three. Only if they can get a stop here. They need a stop. Skill with the rebound. McLaughlin fighting for it. He gets it. Courts is off the bench for Carnegie Mellon. He has been their spark plug. He's ready to check back in. Holman for a wide open three. Missed it. Down with the rebound, though, is Julian Person. Person looking for somebody, finds the great Dane who gives it to Holman between the circles. Holman off a screen from Eric Black. Black rolls out of it. Good ball movement. Matt Clark with it. Matt Clark to a dunking Eric Black.
Excellent setup that time by Clark. I mean, you don't get a dunk like that without the creating ability of Matt Clark and the sharp ball handling skills for the lefty.
Black working hard inside against Skill. This is Clark fighting through a screen. Now they've got a mismatch. Fouls on Clark. 14 fouls for Case Western Reserve. Checking in is Seth Courts. He's back in. He's got 14 points. Blake Chasen is also checked back in. He's got 3. Case wants a timeout. We'll take one, too. We've got 6:50 left. A lot of game left. It's a good one. Stick around.
Hey fans, are you following Spartan Athletics on Twitter? Follow us at Case Athletics and use the hashtag Blue Crew. That's hashtag BLUECWRU. Use hashtag Blue Crew to join the conversation.
Spartans trailed by as many as 9 earlier in the half, and they are now within 4.
There they are. There's the huddle on senior day. Final game of the season. They'll break it out. Holman and Clark and Eric Black, Julian Person and Dane McLaughlin will head back out. So we've got a freshman, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors on the floor right now for Case. Carnegie Mellon will have it out. They'll have a fresh 35 on the shot clock. This is Serban working against Person. They're going to give him the bucket and the foul. Foul's on Julian Person. That's his second. Serban's got 14. He'll look for 15 at the line. That's a big answer right there. Well, you come out, you're within 3, and then your leader, or you're within 4, and then the leader of the other team comes down and makes a 3-point play. Clark laid it up and missed it. Serban again. This one's short. Matt Clark with a long rebound. Clark was, that's got to be an intentional foul. He grabbed him, and boy, they're gonna look at each other, talk it over. They're just going to call it a hold. Jason Seaback. His 3rd foul. Coach McDonald was arguing as to whether there was a play on the ball or not, or if it was just a body shot to prevent Matt Clark from continuing on to a layup. I'm not sure what they're doing. A wet spot on the floor right now. I'm not sure how the wet spot near the Carnegie Mellon bench had anything to do with the conversation on the other side of the floor.
Totally unrelated in my book.
Case is going to have the basketball. I still am confused by that whole. It's almost like the officials wanted to talk to Tony Wingen about something because they were on the other side of the floor. So here's Case with the basketball, and the Spartans have lots of work to do. Matt Clark breaks down the defense. Jimmy Holman now with it. Dane McLaughlin controls it. This is Holman with a crossover, gets his shot, missed it. Eric Black keeps it alive. Serban hustles for it and he gets it. Jack Serban hustled for it and he got it. Well, Serban started out he was non-existent in this offense. Not that he was missing shots, he just didn't have any looks. And since that time, he's scored 17 points and he's been very active on the defensive end. This is Serban inside against Person, missed the shot. Clark goes up for the rebound. Person out to Clark. Lob inside to Eric Black, defended by Serban. And the ball's knocked off the hands of Eric Black, and Carnegie Mellon's going to get it back.
Awfully risky pass. I know that the Spartans saw a little opening on the dump off down low, but with the 6'9" length of Serban coming into play once again, and not only that, but his vertical to go up and get one. Awful risky play.
So here's Blackney, gets it inside to Skill. Turnaround shot missed. Clark went up for his second rebound, and ball was knocked out of bounds off Skill's hand. Clark is very active inside right now. Boy, if there's any one player that over the last 6 games has really stood out, it's Matt Clark in my mind. This is Holman with it. Now it's Clark. Case really needs a basket here. We're inside 5 minutes. Spartans are within striking distance. They're down only 7. That was Person at the left block. He's going to get fouled and go to the foul line. Foul's on Jason Seaback. That is his 4th. Julian Person, who has been so good from the foul line this year, is 3 of 4 on the afternoon. Connor Riddell will check in for Eric Black.
Julian's had some big moments from the charity stripe this season.
And 2 steady free throws have brought the game to within 5. Just under 5 to play. Connor Adell with a high screen. Try to get it back to Adell off that screen. Courts is just playing really well. He's having a good game on both ends of the floor. There he goes into the lane against Julian Person, and he's going to draw the foul. Foul's on Person. That is his 3rd. Seth Courts will go back to the foul line where he is 3 of 3 this afternoon.
Well, they really haven't missed many free throws, have they?
Well, in the second half, they are 5 for 5. In the first half, they missed only 2, now 6 for 6. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1, 2. 4 minutes left. Case is down 9. Well, Eddie, with 4 minutes left, and Case still trying to find that offensive flow, they've only scored 54 points. That is more than 20 below their season average. You've got to start wondering if it's going to happen for them this afternoon. They just have not looked good offensively at any one given point, at any one given stretch over the course of this game.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of glimpses from McLaughlin. I mean, he does have 17, but it took him 8 3-pointers to get there. Yeah, I mean, they just really, this whole game for them has been a little bit of a wall, and I think you do have to give credit to the size and the length of the Tartans. They're just not easy to shoot over. You just have to go around them, get something in the paint.
Person on the drive. Keeps it alive himself. That's Matt Clark for the 3. Got it. Sean McDonald called the timeout as soon as that ball was going through the net. We'll be back. Matt Clark, who hit that 3, he's got 9 points this afternoon. He's from St. Louis, Missouri, and as we've said, has really made an impact on this roster and on his own playing time over the course of the last 4 to 6 games. But this young man with the ball courts as he gives it up has definitely been somebody to stand up and pay attention to in this game for Carnegie Mellon. Wide open 3. And that hurts. Matt Hillman. Hillman's made 2 baskets. One in the first, one in the second. Both of them have been 3s. Clark. Now this is Person. Julian trying to find something. Dribbles in. High off the glass. It goes. Fouls on Chris Schkill. That is his 4th. Julian Person with 8 points.
Well, Ron, even though Julian Person has not had the offensive game that he had in mind, he's still going to influence the outcome of this game, not just with his size, but with his emotions. I mean, he is the emotional leader of this team. You want him to be on the floor in the final minutes of the season to try to nail out this win.
Boy, you sure do, Eddie. And if they can come back and win this one, I mean, he just is he's the heartbeat of this basketball team. Fouls on Clark. Two fouls on Matt Clark. Courts goes back to the foul line where he is a perfect 5 of 5 this afternoon. He's got 16 points. He'll look for 18.
Well, you have to tip their cap to the Tartans. I mean, every time that the Spartans have put them at the line, they have responded by shooting a high percentage at the line. And now the lead is up to 8, but even in an 8-point game, Ron, if you're talking about 2, 3, even 4 missed free throws, we're talking about a whole different story here of the outcome of the game.
I think they're 12 of 14 from the foul line in the game. They're 8 of 8 in the second half. That's Clark. You can't trade baskets, though. Spartans have been unable to get a stop when they need it. They need it now. Boy, great ball movement.
I don't think that Hillman thought he was going to have the opening that he had, and then he changed the pace and dumped it off to a wide open man for 2.
Holman, I thought that was in. Jimmy Holman hustles, gets his own follow, and Serban blocked it. And then he went out of bounds. Case is going to get it back. Hey, I want to take a quick moment while we've got it here to say hello to the grandmother of David and Eric Black. She's 82 years old. She lives in Cincinnati. She watches these games on the internet religiously, looks forward to each one. Her name's Martha. As Matt Clark lays it up and in off the glass. Clark's got 11. Martha Black, 82 years old, the grandmother of David and Eric. She's a grandmother of 5, great-grandmother of 1 as Clark fouls in the backcourt. His Case is hopeful that Carnegie Mellon can somehow miss a couple of free throws, but you know, it's one of, as we've said before, Eddie, it's one of the pleasures of us doing this game is that we can connect these families to their young men and young women that are playing basketball here at Case. Met Martha before. As I've said on this broadcast, I coached David and Eric in baseball from the time they were little, and she would come to their baseball games. Very nice lady, huge sports fan, obviously, and we're glad she's enjoyed our broadcast this year.
Hope you're doing well, Martha. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure she'll be better if the Spartans are able to nail out this victory, but yeah, I mean, I can echo the same thing. Just a pleasure to bring it to everybody.
That's the first miss of the second half. Clark out to McLaughlin, 3 in the air, missed it left. Serban down with the rebound. Tough day for the Spartans. Jason Seaback at the line. He makes the first, he'll get a second. There's a timeout on the floor. With 67 seconds left, Spartans are down 9. We'll be back. Well, Eddie, at this point, you need a quick 3 that draws you into a 2-possession game with a quick foul after that. You've got to hope that something happens that hasn't happened only once in the second half, and that's that Carnegie Mellon misses a free throw. This is Clark with it. He's going to spot up with Jimmy Holman. There's Dave McLaughlin. You get your 3. He made it. And Case calls the timeout. So it's a 2-possession game, and we've got 58.7 seconds left. 58.5.
Okay, well, you got the open 3 that you wanted. You got the ball into the hands of your most dynamic scorer in the Great Dane. So you've done all that you could do for this possession. Really all that they can continue to do is move on to this possession. The next one, take it possession by possession. But as you had mentioned just moments ago, Ron, the stops, not enough stops for the Spartans, especially in the second half, as Carnegie Mellon has just been a slow but steady force on the offensive end, getting the big buckets when they need them, not necessarily in bulk, but just timely baskets have really gotten the Tartans this 6-point upper hand.
And the impact of those timely baskets emotionally, I think, or mentally for this Case team have really been felt, because, you know, Case will make that 3 to draw within 5. Carnegie Mellon will go down and hit a 3 themselves. So you get to a point where you're like, all right, here we are, and then the Tartans answer. So you've got to give them credit. They have played well. Case will come out in a full court press. They'll inbound it to Courts, and he's fouled in the backcourt by Connor Adell. So Seth Courts, the senior guard from Amherst, New Hampshire, will go back to the foul line. He's got 18 points. He is 7 of 7 from the foul line. Lead is at 8. This is Clark. Off the glass, drew the foul. Blackney fouled him. So the clock will stop. Matt Clark will shoot 2 free throws. Clark's got 13 points, 2 of 2 from the line this afternoon. Clark's made them both. And Martha Black, your grandson Eric, is back in the game. Spencer Boyd and Eric Black have checked in. Clark and Holman are staying close, though, because they're going right back in. This is Boyd in the backcourt, Person with defense. Eric Black stole the ball and fouling, and that was a stupid foul. Jason Seaback just committed a costly error if you're the coach, if you're Coach Tony Wingen. He fouled in frustration, but what he does is he gives Case 2 free throws, and the clock doesn't move because Carnegie Mellon is now in the double bonus, so Case is going to get 2 shots at it, and the clock will not move. Made one and missed one. Courts in the backcourt, fouled by Julian Person. So Courts is going to go back to the foul line where he has pretty much pitched a tent today. This is his 10th appearance at the foul line.
Ugh.
He hasn't missed one.
Is he human?
This is
is there a way to find out if he's human or not? I mean, this is reminiscent of Matt Clark.
Yeah, a week ago. Matt made 12 in a row. That's 11.
That's the game.
Yeah.
Right there, Ron. That's the game.
All in the hands of one player. 11 free throws in a row. Eric Black from the feed from Matt Clark. Shot was blocked. This is Serban. He'll be at the line, and he is a perfect 4 of 4. So Serban's 4 of 4. Courts is 11 of 11. Seaback is 3 of 4. It's the first miss for Serban.
Good flip if you can.
30 seconds. Case is down 8. This is McLaughlin. Looking for that 3. This is Person. Going to find McLaughlin. There's the 3. Serban blocked it. Dane's going to get it back, put it back up again. Front of the rim. Serban's going to go back to the foul line. Made them both. Fouls on serve, and Eric Black will shoot 2 free throws. If there is one place that the freshman has struggled this year, and he's had an outstanding year for a freshman, Eric and his brother David, it has been at the foul line. 10 seconds left, Spartans down 9. Whistle away from the ball. Julian Person fouled Blackney. So no time will go off the clock. Jason Blackney will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Connor Ardell is going to check in. Julian Person will check out. Boy, it's been a great career for Julian Person. I am going to miss that young man tremendously. Julian Person from Second Baptist High School in Texas via Paris, France. He's just been a great example for the young players in this Case basketball program. And it's unfortunate for him and the rest of this senior class that they had to end the season today